In the Pakistani city of Peshawar, Christians protested following Taliban attacks on a church in Lahore, which killed 15 people the previous day. The protesters demanded better protection for Christians, a tiny minority in predominantly Muslim Pakistan, which has been attacked by the Taliban several times over recent years. Christians also took to the streets of Quetta to voice their demands. Also in Peshawar, parents of children killed in a Taliban attack on a school in December held a news conference to call for information about the state of investigations. Nearly 150 children were killed in the attack, and the parents said they were not being informed properly about efforts to catch the perpetrators. Last month, Pakistan announced 12 arrests in connection with the attack. In Azerbaijan, hundreds of people took to the streets of the capital Baku to protest against price hikes caused by the abrupt devaluation of the national currency, the manat. The manat lost more than a third of its value against the dollar when the central bank devalued it at the end of February. The March 15th protest was organised by the National Council of Democratic Forces of Azerbaijan, a pro-democracy movement. In Ukraine, new rules have come into force under which all Russian citizens now need a passport to enter the country. Previously, Russians living in border areas were allowed to cross into Ukraine using national identity cards. They were also allowed to use small local checkpoints to cross the frontier, but must now use international border crossings like all other foreign nationals. In Bosnia, industrial workers have held a day of action. In Tuzla, factory workers protested against what they called criminal privatisation, saying it had destroyed companies and left them unemployed. Protesters, who also marched in Sarajevo and Doboj, said they were owed unpaid wages and demanded the government step in to help them. In Kyrgyzstan, a campaign of vaccination against measles has begun. One of the first people to get their jab was the country's health minister, Talantbek Batyraliev, who came to a clinic with his 18-year-old son. So far this year, there have been more than 5,000 cases of measles in Kyrgyzstan. Despite this, official figures say more than 4,000 parents have refused to have their children vaccinated. And that's the video roundup from Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty.